have to tell you this right off the hat. I'm really goddamn mad at you. I invite you up here for the only dance my class has been able to go to since we got here. I meet you at the train and buy you a vanilla milkshake and bring you out to school in a taxi. I scored 2 goals for you during the hockey game the next afternoon. I now hear that you sneaked off with Bob Bartram during the Vienna Waltz and next with him in the courtroom. I heard that from 2 guys, and then Bob himself brought it up yesterday at breakfast. He says he French kissed you and touched both your breasts. I tried to punch him, but Mr. N-body restrained. I'm really sore, Melissa. I consider this a betrayal of everything I hold near and dear. Particularly since you hardly even let me kiss you goodnight after we had cocoa at the rector's. And you know what I am talking about too. So don't expect any more letters from me and any telephone calls either during spring vacation. Sincerely yours. Sorry. I am. I hate that Bob Bartram. I hated him even when I next with him. I know you won't believe that, but it's true. You can be attracted to someone you hate. Well, maybe you can't, but I can. So alright, I next with him, but he never touched my chest. And if he says he did, he should be strung up by his testicles. You tell him that. For me. At breakfast. Anyway, I got carried away, Andy. And I'm a stupid bitch. And I'm sorry. I felt so guilty about it that I didn't want to kiss you after the cocoa. And besides, Andy, how do I say this? With you it's different. You are like a friend to me. You're like a brother. I've never had a brother. And I don't have too many friends. So you're both, Andy. You are it. My mother says you must never say that to a man. But I'm saying it anyway. And it's true. Maybe if I didn't know you so well, maybe if I hadn't grown up with you, maybe if we hadn't written all those goddamn letters all the time, I could have kissed you the way I kissed Bob Bartram. But please, let's see each other spring vacation. Please, Andy, I count on you. I need you. I think sometimes I'd go stark raving mad if I didn't have you to hold on to. I really think that sometimes. Much. Happy Easter. I know no one sends Easter cards except maids. But here is mine anyway, drawn with my own hot little hands. I drew those tears on the corny bunny on the left because it misses you so much. But maybe I've just made it all the cornier. Greetings age, decided to visit my grandmother. Yawn. I'm a whiz at backgammon and gin rummy. Here you took Grecian lessons to see Quo Vadis and sat in the logos and put your arm around her and smoked. Naughty, naughty. Back at school, but not for long, that's for sure. Caught nipping gin in the woods with Bubbles Harriman. Have to pack my trunk by tonight and be out tomorrow. Mummy is frantically pulling all strings all over the eastern seaboard for another school. Mrs. Wordsworth, my art teacher, thinks I should chuck it all and go to Italy and study art. What do you think? Oh, please write, Andy. Please. I need your advice. Or are you too busy thinking about Grecian lessons? To answer your question about Italy, I think you are too young to go. My mother said she had a roommate once who went to Italy in the summer, and the Italians pinched her all the time on the rail. Mother says she became thoroughly overstimulated. So I think we should go to another school, graduate, go to college, and maybe after that, when you are more mature, you could go to Italy. That's my advice for what it's worth. Which is probably not much, the way things are going between you and me. Here I am at Emma Willard's Academy for Young Lesbians. Help, let me out of here. Plus Cauchy, plus same shit. Are you coming straight home this June? Because I am. I want to see you. Or are you still in love with Grecian lessons? For your information, I am not taking Grecian lessons out anymore. I brought her home after the Penny's party, and my father caught us on the couch. He told me he didn't care what kind of girls I took out, as long as I didn't bring them around my mother, even though my mother was up in bed. Still, I guess Grecian can be embarrassing to older people. I hope to see you in June then. Can't come home in June. Sorry. I have to go and be a counselor at the school camp for poor kids from the urban slums. I'm vice president of my class now, and I'm supposed to set an example of social responsibility all through July. I'll be writing you letters though, and I hope you will write me. I don't want to write letters all the time. I really don't. I want to see you. You just need more confidence in your letter writing ability. Sometimes you manage to attain a very vivid style. Would you please stop writing about writing and come home and go to the Campbell's sports party before you go up to that stupid camp? Please, I behave better when you are around. In person, please. Greetings from New Hampshire. This card shows the town we are near, where we sneak in and buy beer. We are cleaning the place up now and putting on the boat docks and caulking the canoes because the kids arrive tomorrow. Got to go right soon. I miss you. I really wish you had come to the Campbell's sports party. Dear Melissa, Sandy McCarthy arrived from home for the second shift here at the camp, and he told me all about the Campbell's sports party. He said you wore a two-piece bathing suit and ran around goosing girls and pushing boys into the pool. Do you enjoy that sort of crap? He said the other girls were furious at you. Don't you want the respect of other women? Sandy also said you let Bucky Zeller put a tennis ball in your cleavage. Are you a nympho or what? Don't you ever like just sitting down somewhere and making conversation? Sandy says you are turning into a hotbox. Do you like having that reputation? I thought there was a difference between you and Grayson Lassless. Maybe I was wrong. Don't you care? Don't you care about anything in this world except hacking around? Don't you feel any obligation to help the poor people, for example? Sometimes I think your big problem is you are so rich. You haven't had enough to do, and so you start playing grab ass with people. I'm sorry to say these things, but what Sandy told me made me slightly disgusted, frankly. I wrote you a letter from New Hampshire. Did you receive it? Are you there? Or are you visiting your grandmother or what? Are you sore at me? I'll bet you are sore at me. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm a stuffy bastard sometimes, aren't I? The hell with you then. Ooh, big tough Andy, using 4-letter words like hell. Screw you. Don't you wish you could? Everyone else seems to be. Don't believe everything you read in the papers.